My father was a rugby player in his days, and I was always told the good stories, how sporty he was, and he was almost like a hero, a good role model. I was so fortunate. I was in my final year at college, and then I was interviewed at my alma mater. And that very same year, when I started there in 1996, I got the boys together, and I said to them, just go out on the school and get me the boys that you think can play rugby. And they brought a whole classroom full of kids, and I said, now we start with the rugby. We use rugby as the vehicle because instead of joining a gang group, I rather join a rugby team. Discipline and dedication and determination, and I always make an example of how I got where I am because someone told me about those three.
I went to go and adopt a dog a few years ago, about 4 years ago. I asked him how one could volunteer or how is it run, who runs the SPCA, because it wasn't advertised in the area. One didn't know anything about the SPCA. We do a lot of outreach work in the townships. We sterilise the dog. That's the most important thing. In Cape Town, when the SPCA pulled out of a certain township and the dogs formed packs, and the packs of dogs through starvation were actually attacking the children. And so if one doesn't take care of the dogs, there's going to be a big problem. We've got to teach them to be responsible for their animals. It's like your friend, it's like your companion, it's like part of your family. He's like another child.
We've got a school on our farm which has been running since 1974. But the biggest thing for me was that kids were coming in grade 1 and they were pretty much staying there. So I would see the same kids in the same class year after year. And I couldn't understand why, and I eventually realized that there was no preschool. We just feel that education is in a massive crisis, and the only way we could improve it was to start at the beginning again. Various organizations and churches and schools come, volunteer their time and interact with the kids to grow language, to grow life skills, to actually get them on a par with what all other kids that I come into contact with are experiencing on a daily basis. We absolutely believe we're doing the right thing. They're my investment now until they finish.